Negative thoughts, how to overcome is first things first is recognizing that we all come with a negativity bias. It's just part of being human. It came from our ancestors. It was a survival technique. Whenever they left the cave or wherever they had to think negative and think something bad was going to happen, and that's how they stayed alive, right? By being extra cautious because some saber-toothed tigers are going to come and attack them. But it's 2025, and that's not necessary anymore. So recognize that there is a negativity bias, instilled in all of us, and I want you to recognize what it feels like, and that's why we practice mindfulness, is to really have that interoceptive awareness, right? What does positive feel like? What does happiness feel like? What does anxiety feel like? And what does negativity feel like? Once we can make that connection between our thinking brain and our emotional brain, and we can recognize what happens in our body when we feel these different emotions, well, then we can start recognizing when we're having a negative emotion, and then we can actually take a step back and think and remind ourselves that there is a negativity bias, and we need to change it. And what we do is we challenge our core values, right, to make sure that we're on the right path. Now, we could also change our brain with our brain, right? And that's called neuroplasticity. And the way you do that is you list gratitude every single day. Just a couple things. Doesn't have to be big things. I'm grateful that Dunkin' Donuts got my coffee right? Whatever, or some big things. And you list positive things every single day. And when you do that, you make it a habit, you make it a routine. You're training your brain to think more positive. And that's how you get rid of the negative thinking. And you're gonna find that your cortisol levels are gonna be lower. You're gonna be a lot happier, a lot healthier, and a lot more positive. And that's what everyone wants to be around, right? This is Mike from New England Mindfulness and Performance, and I will talk to you all either later or tomorrow. Okay, bye.